So you are having no doubts till now. So we'll be discussing motion of a body. So motion of a body we have already discussed. One dimensional motion we have discussed, and the three equations of motion. Which were they? V equal to U plus AT. S equal to UT plus half AT square. And V square equal to U square plus 2AS. These three equations we have discussed. These three equations governs the motion of a body in one dimension that we have discussed. So now we'll be discussing when a body is falling freely under gravity. That is, if body is falling freely under gravity, that means initial velocity is zero. We have just dropped the body. We have dropped the body. So initial velocity will be zero. This is free falling body. We'll be discussing the free fall. And if we are throwing it downward with some velocity, then there will be some velocity. There will be some initial velocity if you are throwing. So free fall means when initial velocity is zero, we are just dropping a body. Okay, we'll be discussing this vertical motion and when we vertically throw the body up. When we vertically throw the body upward, these three motions will be discussing. So when body is free falling, when we are vertically throwing up the body. So what kind of motion it will take? It will move up. We will stay there for a some time and we'll again come back to the same position. Okay. So if we discuss free fall of a body, so it is falling under gravity because gravitational force is being applied on this body, and because of that, it falls towards the ground. It is being attracted towards the ground. So what changes in equation will be there? How this equation will be get modified? Now see, motion is in this direction, and g acceleration due to gravity in the same direction. So v will be equal to how much? It is free fall. Therefore, u is 0 and a will be replaced with g. So first equation will be modified in this manner. Second equation, for example, this distance is h. It will be 0, half g t square. And last equation, v square equal to, it will be 0, 2gh. This is clear? Now, if it is not a free fall, rather we have provided some initial velocity, we have thrown it with some initial velocity, then u will be there. So these three equation will be v equal to u plus gt, s equal to or h equal to ut plus half gt square, and v square equal to u square plus 2gh. This is clear? Now see here, when we are throwing up the body, when we are throwing upward, so what will happen next? Motion is in this direction, but acceleration due to gravity is in opposite direction. So this time we have to put negative sign because acceleration due to gravity is in opposite direction. So these equation will become v equal to u minus gt. S, or we can take, it takes the height of h. It reaches the height h. So h will be ut minus half gt square. V square equal to u square minus 2gh. This is clear? These three equations. These three sets of equation. Any doubt you how? So because acceleration due to gravity is opposite to the motion of the body. That's why we are having negative sign. Okay. So here what will be happening? For example, initial velocity is 0. So after 1 second, its velocity will be what? 9.8 meter per second. Now again after 1 second, it will be increased by 9.8. So in each second, its velocity is increasing by 9.8. That is because of acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration we discussed. What is acceleration? Change in velocity per second. Change in velocity with respect to time, that is acceleration. So how the velocity is changing? In each second, it is increasing by 9.8. So its maximum velocity it will be when it just reaches the ground. And see here, acceleration due to gravity is in opposite direction. So its velocity will be decreasing. Minus sign is there. So you can see final velocity will be decreasing with the passing of time. For each second, its velocity will be decreasing. Here for each second, its velocity is increasing by gt term. This is clear? For each second, initial velocity is increasing by gt term. That is, for each second, its velocity is increasing by 9.8 meter per second. And here it is decreasing, negative sign you can see, when we are thrown vertically upward. So its velocity for each second, it is decreasing. And finally, it will be 0. It reaches the highest point. So at the highest point, its final velocity will be 0. Its final velocity will be 0, where u becomes equal to gt. And now it again comes back. It again comes back. So if we have to calculate the highest, the distance covered, that is the maximum height covered. So maximum height covered, how we can calculate? So see here, at maximum height, as this body reaches the maximum height, the final velocity will be 0. So which equation we will be using? Because we need h. So last equation we will be using. So because we have to calculate h. So final velocity is 0. In last equation only v is there. U is there. Now v equal to 0 we put. Equal to u square minus 2g. And h we are putting h max. Because it is the maximum height reached by the body. So h will be replaced by h max. We are calculating the maximum height reached by the body. Now taking on the side 2gh equal to u square. Or h max. H max maximum height reached will be u square upon 2g. This is clear? So maximum height reached is u square upon 2g. So maximum height, it depends on the velocity with which we throw the stone. If we throw the body with more velocity, it will reach more height. If we throw the body with less velocity, it will reach less height. This is clear? So h max depends on the initial velocity we provide to the body and the acceleration due to gravity of the planet. So h max reached is u square upon 2g. Okay, this is the maximum height, and total journey will be how much? H max, then again h max. So twice the h max is the total journey. So total journey will be how much? Total distance covered will be double of this one, 2h max. So it will be u square upon g. It will be u square upon g. Okay. Now, if we have to calculate the time taken from the start to the maximum height reached, what is the time taken? What is the time taken? Krish, are you? Please switch off your camera. Okay. So we have calculated the height max as there is maximum height reached by the body. Now we have to calculate the time for this journey from initial start to the maximum height reached. So how we can calculate the time? Now you see a first equation. V is there. So using first equation, V equal to U minus Ct. This is clear. Now at the top, at the maximum height reached, V will be 0. When it reaches the maximum height, V will be 0. So 0 equal to U minus Gt, or T equal to U upon G. So time taken to reach the maximum height, that is U upon G. To reach the top point is U upon G. And total time for the journey, that is reaching the top and coming back, it will be 2t total time. It will be 2u upon g. Okay. So see here, what is the total distance covered? Or the displacement is u square upon g, and total time taken 2u upon g. That is going up and coming down. This is clear. Any doubt you have, you can ask. Go through it once for 1 minute. Go through it once for 1 minute. Then we'll start discussing mass and weight.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, once more, can you explain that how we can find total distance covered?
Okay. Okay, these three equations we already calculated. Now we are having a body and we are throwing it vertically upward. Okay, we are throwing the body vertically upward. So there is some initial velocity, let it be u. With some initial velocity, we have thrown the body upward, vertically upward. Now what will happen to this body? It will go, reaches the top and comes back. This is how the body will take the path. So see here, these three equations we have. Now when we are throwing the body upward, motion is in this direction, whereas the acceleration due to gravity is in opposite direction. So these three equations will be reduced to v equal to u minus gt and s, the distance covered. This we are taking as h. Okay. So any distance covered, h. This is h max. Okay. The top point. Okay. H, if you have to find the distance, like after 2 seconds, how much distance it has covered. So that will be h, and the time will be putting this equation, we can calculate. Ut minus half gt square, v square equal to u square minus 2gh. Okay. Now we are calculating at the top point. So when the body reaches the top point, so here we'll be applying the equations of motion. Okay. So at the top point, what will happen? The final velocity will be 0 at the top point. Maximum height when it is reached, the final velocity will be 0, and the distance covered, let it be h max. Okay, distance covered, let it be h max. So we are applying the equations of motion here. So at that point, now see here, v is 0, we are having u, h max and g. So which equation we will be using? Third equation. V is 0, U is there, H as well. In second equation, no V is there. Or in first equation, no H is there. So we'll be going with third equation. Okay. So third equation, right? V square equal to U square minus 2GH. Okay. Now at the top point, V is 0, final velocity is 0. Initial velocity, what we have provided it, U square minus 2G, and the H is reached, we are denoting it by H max. H max. Now it's just the calculation. So H max equal to U square on that side upon 2G. U square upon 2G. This is the maximum height reached. It depends on initial velocity we will provide to the body. More the initial velocity, more height it will reach. Okay. So height max depends on the initial velocity and the acceleration due to gravity. At the top point, V is 0, final velocity will be 0. The body moves, reaches there, then comes back. So at that point, the velocity, there is a change in velocity, the final velocity. In the direction, it was just a moment. Now it turns back. So it reaches 0 as well in between. Okay, H max is this one. Now total distance is what? From here, moving on top, then coming back. So it will be twice the H max. So total distance covered by the body will be twice of this one. So it will be U square upon G. This is clear? Okay. Now we have to calculate the time taken. How to calculate the time taken? Use the first equation. V is 0. So T will be U upon G. So T time taken for initial from here to the top position. So T will be U upon G. And total time twice. So 2U upon G is the total time. Is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we discuss mass and weight. Okay, there is a difference between mass and weight. What is mass? It is the quantity of matter contained in the body.
The quantity of matter contained in the body.
So amount of matter contained in the body defines the mass. Okay. If more the matter in the body, more the mass. Okay. So mass depends on quantity of matter contained. Okay. So mass means how much matter is there. So how many molecules and all those are there, and what is the mass of each molecule, what kind of molecules are there in that matter. So matter is nothing but mass is nothing but quantity of matter contained in your body. Okay. And mass we measure using which balance? Spring balance or beam balance?
Beam
Spring.
balance.
Beam
Or
balance, sir.
physical
Beam balance.
balance. In laboratory, we use physical balance. So you have seen that. So this is beam balance or physical balance. Okay. So mass we measure using beam or physical balance, and its SI unit is kg. SI unit is kg, and CGS unit gram. CGS gram, G for gram, C for centimeter, S for seconds. Okay. So CGS unit is gram. And how they are related? 1 kg equal to 1000 gram. Okay. So mass is clear. And does mass varies from place to place? Does mass varies from place to place,
No,
or
sir.
it remains constant? See, a mass remains
Mass
constant because it depends on matter content. So matter content doesn't vary from place to place. Whether it's on moon or earth or sun, will remain same. Anywhere, even in space, anywhere it is, the mass of a body remains same. It's always constant. It doesn't vary from place to place. So whether it's on equator or on poles or in below under the earth or in the space, the mass remains same. It is always constant. What varies is weight. And what is weight? Weight is the
gravitational
force. Is the force with which
Exerted
the
by the
earth.
earth.
Yes. The weight is the force with which the earth attracts the body. So the force with which earth attracts the body. Okay.
Sir,
Weight is
the
the
force
force.
exerted by earth on our body.
That's the same only. The force exerted by the earth on body, or the force with which the earth pulls the body or attracts the body towards it. That is the weight. So weight is mass into acceleration due to gravity. Weight is mass into acceleration due to gravity. And since acceleration due to gravity varies from place to place, from planet to planet, so therefore weight may vary, mass doesn't vary. Weight may vary depending on the acceleration due to gravity. So if acceleration due to gravity changes, the weight of the body changes. This is clear. It is the force with which the earth attracts the body. So, or any planet attracts the body. Okay. So it changes from place to place or from planet to planet. So, for example, your mass is 70 kg. Okay. And your weight is around, okay, take it as 70 kgf. Okay. Your weight is 70 kgf. Or in terms of Newton, around 7 Newton. Okay. 17 to 10 you take, 700 Newton you take, for example. Okay. And so when you are on moon, your mass will be 70 kg, but your weight will be 1/6, 700 upon 6 Newton. So your weight has reduced by 1 upon 6, reduced by 6 times. Okay, on moon. And SI unit of weight is Newton. See, your mass is kg and acceleration due to gravity meter per second square. Okay, and this is Newton. 1 Newton equal to 1 kg per meter square. So when the weight is said to be of 1 Newton, when the force due to this, okay, 1 Newton is clear. And as a CGS unit, what is the CGS unit? Dyne. So CGS unit of weight is dyne. That is same as that of force, because weight is nothing but the force. So units of force are the units of weight as well. Okay, and we have discussed 1 Newton equal to 10⁵ dyne.
Dyne.
There is one more unit, gravitational unit. So in MKS system, there is one more unit, gravitational unit of weight. And how it is denoted? 1 kgf. So its unit in MKS is kgf. Kilogram force. It is kgf. So it is the force due to gravity on 1 kg mass. So 1 kgf is the force due to gravity on 1 kg mass. So how we can denote? 1 kgf. So it will be force due to gravity on 1 kg mass. So mass of the body, okay, kgf equal to mass of the body into acceleration due to gravity. So mass of the body is in kg and acceleration due to gravity we denote it with f. Acceleration we denote it with, okay, kg into g it will be. So if mass is m kg, so 1 kgf or kgf equal to m into g. So 1 kgf will be what? 1 kg into g. Okay. Now, for example, body is having 5 kg mass. 5 kg is the mass of the body. Now, its weight will be how much in terms of kgf? It will be 5 kgf. Okay. So if body is having 5 kg, so its mass will, its weight will be 5 kgf in terms of kgf. Okay. Now, if we convert it into Newton, how to convert it into Newton? Five kg and multiply with the acceleration due to
10.
gravity, that is 10 or 9.8.
9.8.
Mainly it is 9.8 on Earth or equivalent to 5 kg into 10. So it will
10.
be 50 Newton. So 5 kg body, so its weight will be 5 kgf. So kgf if we have to convert into Newton, so we multiply with 9.8. So multiply with g. And 1 gf equal to 1 kgf equal to how many gf? Anyone in class? 1000
So 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram.
1000 gram force. Because kg we have to convert into gram. 1 kgf equal to 1000 gram force. Okay. 1 kgf equal to how many newtons? 9.8
10.
Newton or equivalent to 10 Newton. Okay. 1 kgf equal to 9.8 Newton. Or 1 kgf equal to how many dynes?
10 raised to 5. No, that will
90. 980 dyne.
980 dyne. Okay, this is clear?
Sir, not 980 time.
Okay, we
1
calculate.
GF is equal to
1
980
GF equal
time.
to 1 GF equal to 980 dyne. 1 kgf will be 980 into 10 raised to power 3 Newton a dyne.
Dyne.
1 kgf. It will be this much. Or if we take it as okay, it will be 10 this much dyne. Okay, go through it once, 1 minute. Okay, there's one more question. Like if in a palm you are holding 1 kg of mass. If in palm, you are holding 1 kg mass. So how much force you have to apply to hold that mass in your body, in your palm? So you'll be applying force in this direction, and what is that value of that force? It will be 1 kgf, or equivalent to 9.8 Newton, or 10 Newton, equivalent to 10 Newton. This is clear? So if you're holding a mass of 1 kg in your hand, so how much force you have to apply on that mass to let it be in your hand? So you'll be applying upward force, and that force will be equivalent to 1 kgf. And that force in terms of Newton, it will be 9.8 Newton, or equivalent to 10 Newton. Okay. If it is 100 gram, then it will be 1 Newton force. So you have to apply 1 Newton. This is clear? Go through it once for 1 minute. Go through it once for 1 minute. So third C numericals, I'll be uploading today. So I will forward you on WhatsApp group, third C numerical solutions. You can check your solutions through that. And this week, try to complete these numericals. On Monday, I'll be uploading solutions of this as well, third E. Okay, just go through it once if you have any doubt. And regarding the lab manual, you have to submit the lab manual 3rd Jan. By 3rd Jan, please submit the lab manual. In school, you have to submit. Okay. So a desk has been arranged there. So whenever possible, try to submit the lab manual by 3rd Jan. And please do one more thing. On cover of the lab manual, on the front page, or not on the cover, on the cover of the lab manual, do write your name, class, and section. Okay. So that it will be easy for me to sort them out. Okay. So do write
Sir,
your
only
name.
of physics.
Physics, other subjects, other teachers will tell. Those as well, I think you have to submit in school. So do write your name on the
But say
top.
for only one lab manual we have to. But say only for
Okay,
one lab
again,
manual we have to come from very far.
Very far. I'm giving you 3rd Jan. So try to consult with other teachers as well.
Sir, on 3rd Jan we have to come to school.
Not on 3rd Jan. Any day you can come and submit there. 3rd Jan, I'm providing the last date. Okay. 3rd January is the last date. Okay. Before any day, whenever you come to Sikar or whenever you visit that site, you can
Physics
submit
lab
that.
manual. Sir, physics lab manual.
Physics lab manual. As well, geography project as work.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we submit tomorrow?
Any day you can submit to school. At school, you can submit any day. So these
So what-
days,
But say
Geography
to
project also.
project work as well. Okay, project work as well. We have to discuss that. We'll discuss on Wednesday or Thursday. We have. On
In
Thursday, we have the
geography,
last class.
Submit.
On Thursday, we are having
sir,
the last.
can you leave?
In geography, we already discussed the
Yes,
matter.
sir.
On
And say
pollution, you have to
what
make
about books of both the subjects?
other subjects or both subjects. What you have?
It's not books of you and physics.
Notebooks of physics here. In physics, you are most geography. We are already discussing the questions in class. Answers we are discussing in class. So you can go through the videos again if you have any doubt in the answers. And regarding the
No,
numericals,
sir.
I'll be uploading. Yes.
We have to submit the notebooks.
No need of notebooks. You are submitting me.
Sir,
You
does
already
we have
submit.
to make the notebook of physics?
Physics, yes, you have to solve the numericals. You
Sir,
will
we
be
have to make a
submitting them on
notebook.
WhatsApp.
In copy
You haven't-
also we have to do numericals only. Hey guys.
Wait a minute. Okay, Rahul Rajat, haven't you made the physics notebook till now?
Yes, sir.
Do make a notebook. You have to solve the numericals and submit.
Sir, I solved numericals, but I have not done question answers.
Numericals you have to solve physics. That's fine. Only numericals solve. Rest you can go through the question answers. You can mark in book. Okay. If you want, you can write them as well. I would prefer if you write. So that's important. But at least you should do the numericals in notebook. Okay.
Sir,
At least do
numericals
the,
I have done.
that's good. Okay. Do the numericals. Third C, mostly students have submitted me, and I'll be uploading. Few students are still remaining. Those who haven't submitted. So today I'll be submitting, uploading the solutions of third C. Okay. And third D solutions as soon as you are complete, and I'll upload the solution. So most probably by Monday, I'll upload the solution of third C as well. Every step I have mentioned there, how to solve and those. If still you have doubt, you can ask in class. Okay, go through the
So
examples
could you now
first.
tell about the geography project?
Okay, geography, physics is clear lab manual. You have to submit by 3rd Jan. So any day you come to school, do submit there. So better is once you call school, like these days, when the classes are there, school will be open. Okay.
Sir, on Sunday it is
numerical-
open or no?
On Sunday it won't open.
So numericals of this gravitation exercise. First you will upload or first we have to submit?
No, first you have to solve and submit, or else most of the students will copy. I know. So first you have to solve, then I'll
For
upload.
Monday. Before the coming Monday.
A week is there, you can solve them.
Okay, sir. Before the coming Monday
Will
will
we have to submit notebook also?
Notebook, no need. You are submitting on WhatsApp most of the time. And solution, I am uploading these numericals. And geography, we are discussing them in class, each and every question.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So no need of submitting the notebooks because it will be trouble to return back the notebooks.
Sir, will that account to some marks?
Yes, these all are, yes, I am marking there that who has submitted and how you are solving that as well. Okay. So, okay, geography project work. Okay, see a geography project work. First, there will be a front page. Just 2 minutes are remaining. Okay, next. Yes, Shekhar.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
only a minute
Okay.
left. Can we leave?
It's 1 minute is there. Just stay here. So see here in geography project work, write the school name, then seeker, and then here I think okay. First, let me discuss with other teachers as well what they are saying. Mostly project work, name, school, then the topic on which you are, like pollution you'll be writing here, then submitted by this, your name, class, and section. Okay, and then there will be acknowledgement. All those I don't know whether you write or not. Okay, then index. At last do write references. So from where you have taken the matter, whether the book name, the writer name, or from the net if you are taking, then those sites you have to mention. Okay. At last, references or bibliography used to call references you have to write. So it must be around 13 pages, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. 20 is max. Okay, don't go over that. Okay. So index one by one discuss.
Pages for pollution.
Yes, maximum 20. Don't go over that. 13 pages.
Sir, we
Minimum
can write on both the sides.
No, one side. You have to take the pages, one-sided lines and one side plain. So you on the plain side, that is okay. If this is you open, your file will look like this.
Sir, where we have to write
It's-
this?
File pages, one-sided plain, other-sided line. One-sided line, on the other side, it is blank, like this sheet. If you open the file, it will look like this, plain, and left side will be plain, and right side will be the line pages. Okay, so on the line pages you write, here you can draw anything or you can paste the pics from internet or anywhere you can. from the newspapers or from your locality or anywhere, you can take the pics and paste here. Okay, or you can draw as well, or the flow diagrams you can make, or any tables or any data you have, those diagrams or those tables you can make on this left side. Okay.
Sir, what are the topics?
Pollution. So in pollution, like define the pollution, for definition of the pollution, the different kinds of pollution. Then in these different kinds of pollution, like in soil pollution, there are different kinds of pollutions as well. Okay, then water pollution, different kinds of pollution is there. Lake pollution, the eutrophic, all those pollutions. Air pollution also, different kinds are there. Okay, so first, overall, what is pollution? Then soil pollution, then types of soil pollution, then how it is soil is polluted, then different mechanism that you can employ to avoid soil pollution or to reduce the soil pollution. Those all. So first soil pollution all, then water pollution, then air pollution. Or first you start with air pollution.
We had done it.
Yes, we have done this all. On more we will discuss on Wednesday.
Can we take the help of internet?
You can take
Sir,
help
do we
from
have to
anywhere
submit
you want.
this also up to
Sir,
January 3rd.
3rd January. Okay. By 3rd January you have to submit. Any day you can submit. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, this project work also.
Sir, in acknowledgement, we have to edit the beginning.
Ask again.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes. Okay, I'm not able to hear you.
Sir, both lab manual and the project, or only lab manual we have to submit?
You have to submit lab manual as well as project work. And for project work, you can take help from anywhere. Internet, any book, anywhere you can take. Newspapers, any magazine, you can take help. Okay. In our book as well, 2 or 3 chapters are dedicated to pollution. You can go through them, you can write from them. Or in
Sir, we have to mention from where we have taken the reference.
Okay, so in inside you don't mention anywhere, okay? That will be more trouble. So don't mention inside, just at last write the references, okay?
Sir,
On
like
page reference
credits.
one. Credits, yes, like that one. So references from where you have referred the material. Okay, inside there is no need. Okay, in inside there is no need of mentioning that one. Okay. Okay. Moreover, you can discuss with other teachers then when to submit and all. Okay. And there's one more thing. Please submit the fees, those who haven't submitted.
Sir, what?
Fees, school fees.
Sir, submitted right now, just 5 minutes ago.
It's okay. Those who haven't submitted, please do submit. Okay, so we can
Can
end.
we leave now?
Yes, you can leave. Okay. And so try to complete the exercise. Next chapter will be starting the pressure, the liquid pressure. So fluids pressure and atmosphere pressure. And that's very interesting as well. Okay, now we'll be applying those whatever we have studied a little bit, force and pressure. Okay. Okay, we end here.
Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all.